storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
Kid Jay, official Kid Jay, welcome back to the show. You came on the show, I think it was last year when you had that encounter with Donna from Black Ink, right?
Well, nobody paying for no promo, and she said, okay, I'll just lower it because I just, I don't know if she needs to pay her Sprint bill, Verizon. I don't know. It just sounds.
I got one better. I got one better for you, Storm. After the fact that we gave her the money, we were seeing her at like the ice cream place. I want to be funny, but the ice cream was sprinkled up. It looked at something different. Then she would be like getting a slushy. Then she was getting something to eat. And I was thinking to myself, she never got back to say, well, I'm going to do this after I do this. It's like she got that money. She had a day on it. She had a day out on us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God, hilarious! So tell the people a little bit about what you do.
Okay, so I make rap music. I try to make it to where it's not as profanity as other music. I try to teach kids that you don't have to fall into the stereotype of making this type of music or that type of music. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter if you're different or if you're not different. Just be you, and that's gonna make you happy to the fullest, especially about something that you're passionate about. So that's what my whole movement is about, and that I preach to the youth. So yeah,
absolutely. And I mean, it's I don't know if you consider yourself conscious, but like you just said, you make music and you can write lyrics that are not full of profanity, which means you're actually smart, which is nice. We need more of that. How did you even apply for America's Got Talent? What was the process?
Okay, so I actually I auditioned a couple of years back. And when I auditioned a couple of years back, I got denied, and I stopped making music after that for a while because I was very down on myself, I'm not good enough. Saying how I wasn't good enough, and how I couldn't keep up with the other acts and talents just because I wasn't chosen. So what ended up happening is when this year came around and I seen that they were doing auditions virtual, so I was like, I'm gonna take my crack at it. So once we signed up for it, everybody doesn't get an email back first of all. So the fact that we even got an email back, you know what I'm saying? But I think what really helped me get on the show also, was the song I got with the Detroit Youth Choir. They was the ones that came in second in AGT. Shout out to them. So I feel like, when they see me do the song with them, that helped boost me. Plus Terry Crews already knew who I was from the jump, which was pretty cool too. So,
now how did Terry Crews know who you were? How did Terry Crews know about you?
So the Detroit Youth Choir, when they were on AGT, they were Terry Crews' golden buzzer. So once I worked with them, he seen me work with them, then he started following me on Instagram, then he started to mess with my movement and everything I got going on. So that's how I know Terry, and that's my relationship with him.
Nice. Okay, so all right, so you audition virtually and you get a call back, right?
Yeah. Okay. So the way I auditioned, so I had to get a karaoke machine because I wanted to show them what I could do if they was to put me on stage. So when I auditioned, I did it like an actual performance to show them this how I'm moving, this is what I got so far, this is what I'm working with. So it was pretty cool because I got shot straight past the producers and went to the executive producer. So once I got to the actual people who picked the lineup of everybody who goes on the show, they seen me perform. They seen that they liked me, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty solid, man.
Okay.
Once we got everything back, we basically kind of got told yes at the virtual. So we was waiting to see how travel was gonna work as far as the tickets, the day we was gonna go out there. So they take the show in Cali. It was in Pasadena.
Okay. So basically, I see that part of the process I didn't know. So they pick the people that are actually going to be shown on TV. So that means when you go in front of the actual judges, they've already decided like, okay, these people got talent. Maybe these people would be good for TV. We're gonna put them up anyway. So okay, that's the strategy.
Right.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
So then what happened after that?
What happened after that? Like about, so we was waiting at least 2-3 months to hear anything back. So we heard something back around, I want to say late February. That's when we got our first email, you know, of them assigning us to a producer. My producer was this girl named Courtney. Shout out to Courtney. Down to earth, man. Like when I mean down to earth, like when I was nervous before I went on stage, like felt like my stomach was in my butt, bro. Like
Yeah.
like she was the one that like looked at me in my face and was like, "You can do this. You got this. Like, don't need like." She was like, "How many times have you performed?" I was like, "Shoot, I performed over at least 300 times." She was like, "Just treat it like it's one of them performances," and that's what got me to keep going on and moving. So shout out to her because she was a really big part of me getting my 4 years. So, but
Nice.
once we got our emails and everything, got our tickets, you know, we was pretty much saving money for when we go out there, so we got money to eat. So, so when we got down there, you know, they basically told us what type of hotel we was gonna be in. We was staying in the Hyatt, which is like it's across the street from where AGT is shot. So so we had to quarantine the whole time, son. We had to quarantine the whole time, bro. So I was there.
Well, oh shit. So they kept you in the hotel room?
Bro, yeah, like so I was there for a full 5 days, bro. So we had to quarantine even after we got our COVID test because we had to have a COVID test before we got on the plane. We had to have a COVID test before we stepped on stage. We had to have a COVID test before we left and came back. So I was COVID tested at least 3 or 4 times before I even got back home.
Wow.
So yeah. So but you wasn't allowed to leave like hotel grounds. You could go outside and walk like the little back strip it had because in the back of the hotel I was staying in, there's like a little mall behind it, like an outside mall. It's pretty cool. But you could like walk around there, but like you couldn't like walk down the street or nothing. The whole main part of the quarantine was to stop us from catching COVID. So and if we would have contracted it or got sick, we had to pay for our way back home. We had to pay for our own ticket back, and they wouldn't like pay for it. So
damn,
we definitely wasn't about to pay for our ticket. So we definitely quarantined for sure.
Wow. So they like if you catch it, oh well, get your ass back home. We're not helping.
Pretty much. So it's like a very strict rule that they want you to follow, and okay. I respected it because it's the first time that they. It was the first time of them doing HGT like full, COVID quarantine. Like so, I wasn't really sweating it, but after like the third day, being in the hotel was like, dang, because I live in Michigan, so for me to go out to Cali and like not be able to see the stuff in Cali, I'm sitting there like, bro, I can't see none of this. Like I just gotta look out my little window and the little view I got, like.
Right.
But no, I enjoyed it, man. The weather out there is amazing. Compared to my city out here, like today, man, we had a storm so bad, bro. We ain't got no power. I'm at my grandma's right now on her like thing with her webcam, so so it's like man, down bad, bro.
Damn. But yeah. It be like that, man. Sometimes, especially like when you live up north. I mean, that's how it is. Yeah. Oh man. But you will be back in California, I'm sure, so you'll be able to explore. So
yeah, most definitely, bro.
So how did your first performance go? Like tell us about that.
Oh man. Okay, so like I said earlier, I was nervous, right? So Courtney, talked to me and my dad had to like go out to the crowd because not that many people was allowed backstage in the first place, which is understandable. So once I got backstage, it's funny because the person who auditioned before me got buzzed, so I got to hear like how loud the buzzer was, but like backstage, and I was like, "Dang, that thing is loud. I don't want a buzzer for me. I'm straight." So like I was already like on edge about that. So like once the buzzer went off, my dad was like, it's okay, chill, like he was like it's all right because man, it was so loud, it's kind of intimidating, bro. But once they came and got off, then once they was like, all right, kid Jay, you up? I was like, oh man. So like I got the mic in my hand, I'm on the side of the stage. I'm just trying to get my breathing together because I feel like that's the biggest part of when you're nervous or when you can catch your breath and you make yourself hyperventilate and it makes you more nervous and like so try to like pace my breathing and like just basically come to grips and like speak with myself like, hey bro, you know what to do. You've done this hundreds of times. Just do it the same way that you've done it before over and over again. But this time it has to be special. It has to be good enough. And that's what I kept telling myself, like it has to be good enough. It has to be good enough. So what happened was when I walked out there and like looked at the like judges and everything. First of all, I'm gonna put this out there, right? The whole crowd is like not there. Majority of the crowd is mannequins. First of all.
Well, oh wow! So it's is that because of COVID?
Yeah. Yep. So like the first couple of rows, there's like 50 real people, but the rest is all mannequins. So you'll see the people on like the top level standing up, clapping, and like that's my thing. You think like every person who go out there and do good gets a standing ovation? So no, I feel like to like a certain extent it's kind of obvious, but no, that was a big thing too. So it was kind of like just performing for the judges. So once I got out there and like looked at them, I was like, dang, I see Heidi, I see Howie, I see Sophia. So Sophia really messed me up because I was like, dang, bro, Sophia is so fine, bro. Like, I know. Storm in person, bro, and stuff, bro. It don't do, bro. Listen, movies and stuff don't do justice, bro. They don't do her no justice. The only thing that probably do her justice is the Pepsi commercial that she did when she first came out. That's the only thing that do her justice. But once I finally seen Simon, I was like, oh boy, like. That's Simon. That's the big shark of like all judges, bro. He famous for the word no. You feel me? So
right.
That's right. So once I got out there and like looked at them, it was kind of surreal because it was like watching AGT but from my perspective. Like it was crazy, bro. And the stage is a lot bigger than what I thought it was. A lot bigger. The X is pretty huge. But no, once I started, performing, after I told them a little bit about myself, my music started to go. At first, I was kind of nervous, but they didn't show my whole performance on the show. I wish I had a video to show people my whole performance because like. I changed gears as far as energy because at first I was a little nervous once I did like my first verse. Once I got into like the course of it, then the second verse, I started like really get into it. And like I just wish like everybody who did get to see the whole performance or like who wasn't there, could actually see it because bro, like I felt like I did so much better than what they gave me credit for, because this people in like my on my audition on inside my YouTube comments, like like his vocals was horrible. I'll admit my vocals probably could have been a bit better, but there's people on there talking like just going crazy on me, bro. Like
that's how the comments is.
Like,
but listen
like,
though, you gotta be ready for that, man, because they do that to everybody. That's just
right.
That's just how it is.
That's just bro. Yeah. Plus, like, I'm like, bro, how you commenting on something and you got like 2 subscribers and a blank picture on your channel, bro? Like, I'm like, are you a bot or something, bro?
Right.
But right. So, but no, to me, as long as I know I did good, I'm satisfied with the whole situation, man, and just
Good.
how everything turned out.
Do you feel like it was
Right.
rigged, or do you feel like it's not?
You know what? I'm gonna say in a way, yeah, because of the fact that because so I can finally like come out and talk about it because I've known for the past couple of days, but I've been upset about it, but not upset. I was cut from the show along with like 15, no, not 15, 14 other acts, and
Too.
my
Some
God,
of the top acts out there were cut from these competition shows. Like
right?
you know what I'm saying? And they went on to be big
Yeah,
stars.
no, I know.
So, but go ahead, man. I just had to chime in and say that. But yeah,
Yeah, no. Hey, I feel that, bro. I feel that, and that's what happens majority of the time. So I mean, I'm not really tripping. My thing is like the fact that me and the other people that got cut, the fact that we were told yes, you know what I'm saying, when we not able to move on to like it's kind of beyond me. Plus, they did something different this year. This year, they had the judges pick who was going to the live shows. Usually, the people that auditioned, they would vote. They would have the fans vote online who they wanted to move to the live shows. This year,
yeah,
they had the
right.
judges pick. So
Okay.
it's
Okay.
like I don't know. To me, I feel like it's very political as far as like it just being for ratings. Because man, this just certain acts on there that I'm just like, are you serious? I don't know.
But see,
But I don't
it's
be
all
want
for
to talk bad
TV,
on nobody, but I'm just saying.
right? And
Yeah,
and that's the thing
yeah,
is it's all for TV versus actual talent. So let me ask you, how was Terry Crews in person when you met him, in person?
Oh man, Terry Crews is dope, bro. Terry Crews is dope, bro. From top to bottom, bro. Because so I didn't know if he was gonna like remember me or like see me and like know me, you know what I'm saying? But he seen me, when I was sitting in my chair because there was this one like area that was like behind the curtain that was set up with like couches and lights and stuff. It was Terry's room where he does like the personal interviews with the contestants. He sit down in his chair and they sit on the couch and they talk about the performance and they hash out everything and they talk about they story, they come up just basically anything Terry wants to ask you. So
Right.
I was sitting in a chair outside that area, and Terry seen me when he was walking up, and like Terry got people like who follow him throughout the day that will wipe the sweat off his head, bro, literally, and it's crazy, bro. So like I never really like witnessed like nothing on like that type of celebrity level, but like bro, he could look like the person might be fired if the sweat make it all the way down here, bro. Like,
Wow.
yeah, bro. Like, but nah, he's down to earth, man. He seen me and was like, "Oh, Kid Jay, my man's," and pointing me out in front of everybody. He was like, "Man," he looked me in my eyes and like genuinely was like, "I'm glad that you're here." He was like,
Good.
"You are here putting on for your city. You represent the Detroit area. I appreciate you for being here." And I was just like, wow, like Terry know me, you know what I'm saying? Julius from Everybody Hates Chris know me. The dude from White Chicks, you done know, like this don't you know this is an all white party? Like bro, he really knew who I was, bro, and like
Right.
genuinely knew. So it was just like, man, it was just a blessing, bro.
Well, that's good, man. I mean, it sucks that they cut you, but just know that bigger things are on the horizon. So let me ask you this: would you do it again? Like, would
Yeah.
you audition for next year?
Man, probably not.
Oh wow.
Probably
Okay.
not. And
Okay.
the reason I'm gonna say no is because yes, it's good exposure, but I feel like not necessarily rigged, but majority of the shows that you see on TV are very, much based about politics and what they feel like is gonna make the most money, or what they feel like, you know, people want to like see. Because I don't know. Just me personally, I just felt like I was cheated or shoved. But I ain't gonna sit here on camera and be like I'm salty. I'm gonna sit here and be like, AGT, I appreciate you for like putting me in a great position in my career. I appreciate you for the exposure, because it opened up a lot of opportunities and doors for a lot of things that's about to happen. Like
Yes.
I'm about to be on live from the D in my city out here on TV on September 7th. So like, you know, I've had a lot of opportunities come to me within the past like week and a half, 2 weeks, just because of AGT. So I want to say thank you to AGT for even putting me on, because there was a lot of acts that did audition and got told yes but didn't make TV. So I didn't even have to make TV in the first place. So, you know, I appreciate the seconds that I did have. Um, yeah, it was a great experience to go out to a whole nother state and showcase what I got. It was great showing, you know, in front of Sophia, Heidi, Howie, and Simon. Like all of that is such like that experience is something that, you know, can't be topped for a while, because it was
True.
so, you know, good. But you know, it would have felt better to like move on to live shows and go back and show like, you know, more of what I had in my arsenal, or like more of what I could have showed them. Because there's like that song I did audition with, I feel like it was good enough to get me past to the live shows, and I would have had something 10 or 15 times better. I did have something already written 10 or 15 times better than what my song Golden Child I performed was. And man,
Gotcha.
like if I would have made it to the live shows, I had so much more in store as far as like songs, stage ideas, you know, with the whole background ideas and what I wanted my whole scenery to look like. I had so many good ideas, but I will sit here and not be salty, and I will say I do appreciate AGT for everything that they did do for me. So I will say that.
Well, that's good. I think you got a good attitude about it. You're being positive, and just look at it like every opportunity, you make the most of it and move on to the next. So,
Right.
Let's wrap up by telling the people where they can find you, where they can follow you, get your music, and then what you got coming up next.
Right. So y'all can follow me on everything at KidJay on Instagram. You can follow me at OfficialKidJay. It's the same thing with Twitter. I'm KidJay on Facebook, verified and everything. I'm OfficialKidJay on YouTube as well. And you can hit me up on any of those socials. I'm willing to work with any other artists, because I got a new album coming out like probably within the next month, because I dropped the album on my birthday last year on the 27th. September 27th. So this year on September 27th, I'm gonna try to get another album out, and it's gonna be called State to State. It's a fire artwork for it. Can't wait for you to see it. Storm, it's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm on all platforms. I'm on all streaming platforms. You know, Spotify, Apple Music. It's just KidJay. But yeah, so much I going.
That's what's up, man. Well, hey, I want to thank you for coming on and, you know, letting us know what goes on behind the scenes a little bit, and, you know, congratulations on all your success.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's a Storm Show.